So it's only just hit me. So obviously I myself, and I know many others, you know, we're all trying to get on with the workshop of Brilliant Light. Out of all the new things that they've added and the content to grind out, this is currently the most important purely because of the newer high level gear sets, which is increasing our power level and giving us a ton more stats and just making our characters that even more stronger. And so realistically, this is kind of where our focus needs to be at. Now, with that being said, is this game going to run off from newer content releasing or newer characters releasing, and then in line that then makes it a bit of a pay to win situation? Now, just before I get ahead of myself, I am here providing you guys with 50 of each of the code, being 1000 essence, as well as the other materials, or the ruins, fragments and whatnot. Just to say thank you to everyone that has supported your boy. I'm going to say this right now, when I do my Battle Pass giveaways, I kind of want to switch it up a tad bit, and I want to try and make it so that I'm giving back to my supporters. So I think what I will do when it comes to me doing my monthly Battle Pass giveaways is I'm now going to kind of focus it more towards the people that support me, so that way I'm giving back directly to you guys for you guys supporting me, if that makes sense. So just wanted to mention that. And then this is the remaining 50. Oh, let me go a bit slow for you guys so you guys can just quite easily pause it. There we go. Again, to those that follow me, literally within the day of you following me, you will receive your guaranteed codes. I do check up on it twice a day, like I always say. So yeah, so like the 8 people that literally just followed me not that long ago, I've already sent you guys' codes. But in a day or two time, I'll make the giveaway video, and then in there I'll kind of explain how those that support me, you guys can enter into the Battle Pass giveaway, and I'll pick a few people. Yeah. So I did a run with Workshop of Brilliant Light, of course, with my hunters to get my additional remaining artifacts. Hopefully I get something good. But whilst doing this run, it got me thinking with Workshop of Brilliant Light being, is it a bit pay to win? Now the reason why I say that is because, of course, within the game mode itself, within a specific moment, being the final phase of this boss fight, the game has a bit of a mechanic to where it kind of caters to the newest character, right, Mei Lin. And so it kind of pushes you to be like, right, this mechanic's in place, the only way I can bypass it is by summoning for the newest character. So that's why I say it's that pay to win kind of, well yeah, it's kind of pushing you to actually go for the newest character, giving you that incentive. Now I don't blame the developers for doing this, because I mean, make your money. You gotta make your money, so I feel you on that one. But it now begs the question, what's going to be happening for the July content? Because at the end of the day, the way they've gone about doing it with this Workshop of Brilliant Light is that it's a game mode which, as I've mentioned, a lot of people, or practically everyone, is trying their best to get runs in and beat the boss, so that way they can get the higher rarity of the artifacts or high level of the artifacts to then progress and make their account and characters whatnot even more stronger. And so through that, they've put a mechanic into the game mode itself to cater and have that more of an incentive for you to actually pull for the newest character, right? Because I understand that some people looked at Mei Lin or like, you know what, I'm going to skip. Mei Lin don't look like a character I'm going to need, I'm chilling. You know, when it comes to water typing, I've got the attacking characters, I'm good. And then when this fight comes along, there's a specific time and moment where it's just like, right, I'm about to beat the boss. Oh, wait, what's that? Shields have been applied to the point where there is no way I can actually brute force my way. Because realistically, beforehand, before Mei Lin releasing, when it comes to enemies shielding, the tactic was just use brute force, right? I think most of us, whenever there was a shield enemy, what did? We brought out our DPS and we just went ham. Broke through the shields, got to their health bar, and then completely obliterated them. Ever since then, it's not exactly been that big of a deal. We haven't really been challenged to where shield has really kind of hindered us up until now, because of course in the final phase with this boss in specific, he puts up so much shield that brute force isn't going to cut it, and then by the time you potentially get through all the shields or half the shields, the time is run out, and then that's it, you got to reset. And so having that incentive put in there for you to pull Mei Lin, because of course Mei Lin, she can remove shields completely. So that's one of the big reasons why I'm kind of saying, it's a bit pay to winish, because it's requiring you to get the new character. And the only reason I thought of this is because I was trying to think of many ways of actually going about fighting this boss, and then I realized, wait, Maylin is a must character, because I need to go through the shields. I've been in a situation where I tried to brute force my way through those shields, couldn't do it. Again, the harder the difficulty, you need to cater to the meta characters that are just going to be making your life a lot easier. So in normal mode, if you don't have Maylin, it's a GG. Those shields aren't going to go down. Again, I've tried to brute force it when I scuffed up and didn't have Maylin at the ready. Even by having Maylin, yeah, I even lost. So with that being said, the July content should be the fire typing. So it begs the question, are they going to switch up Workshop or Brilliant Light? Now it's going to be weird seeing this boss fight making it so that the typing that we have an advantage over is going to be fire typing, using our fire typing. Not sure how that's going to work unless they just change the weakness. I mean, that could work, to be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. So unless they want to keep it to water typing being its weakness, and that with the next floors coming along, then it will benefit us from using fire types and whatnot. But to be fair, the next time we really see the floors being added in, I believe it's going to be in September when the Baron content releases, right? Because we still have technically floor 80 to look forward to. So that's why I'm saying that with the current situation that they're in right now with Workshop of Brilliant Light, they would have to actively change the current floor boss being the floor 50 boss, which is what we're kind of working with right now, being Vulcan. And so with July, if kept at schedule, being the fire typing, they have to push that incentive to cater to making it so that we need the newest character. And so that now then begs the question, are they going to remove the whole shield mechanic from this boss fight? Now it is the literal final phase, so I feel like they can kind of switch it up in some way, but by them switching it up, they have to apply a mechanic which will cater to whatever the newest character is doing. Now, to be honest, seeing obviously the newest fire type unit, I'm not really like looking into her kit with the current kit that we looked at, of course. I'm not really seeing anything to where, I mean, the only thing I can really think of is maybe him buffing himself up to give him more defense. So then having a character with high defense penetration is going to be key. Oh, that could be it actually. Yeah, so his final phase, rather than him applying a ton of shields, he buffs up his defense. And so through that, we can really cater to a character that could just penetrate that. But to be fair, I mean, if they wanted to, they could make it so that they can apply floor 60, floor 70. I mean, that is possible. I mean, they can even do floor 55, to be honest. Just add on a couple of level floors above, leaning into the Baron content in September. That's a thing, of course. But yeah, I'm just wondering on what's going to happen, because if that is the case, then realistically we will have to prepare and make sure our fire characters are up to scratch, right? Otherwise we're going to have a tough time going through it all again. I would much rather than them leave it as it is, because to be fair, the Workshop of Brilliant Light, I mean, it's a tough piece of content already, and so finding the team that can actually help out and just get through the content. Oh, I say that some people may have units in the fire attribute where they're more ready in that attribute than they are with the water typing. So obviously some people might be struggling now and will prefer it to be switched up. So that way you don't really have to cater to Maylin at that point. So again, that's falling back into then pushing the incentive for the newest character to be obtained, of course.